hasn't been doing their job in Moscow. Because what people answer when we go to Germany is always mountains and fjords and polar bears and ski and snow and, well, yeah, fish, salmon. That's also true. Have you guys heard about Hüftegrüten? Yes, somebody's heard of Hüftegrüten? That's always on top 10 among the Germans. It's like a coastal boat which goes from the south to the north, and it's really German pensionists go there to, well, see things. I don't know what there is to see. Anyway, so it's all the national romantic stuff, like all the nature and all the beautiful landscape and blah blah. But also, among those top 10, you will always hear people saying, rich people. Yeah, that's true. And oil. Yeah. Good! Now we're talking. I tried doing this test in Norway last month. We did 16 concerts in Norway and I did this test. I asked people what they think of when I say Norway, and they had all the same associations. They said fjords and trolls and mountains and Vikings and all the proud Scandinavian stuff, and on top of that they had rich people. We are rich, and they had oil. And I think that's quite scary. I think that's really scary that people associate themselves with, the landscape and the place they come from. That's okay. If you're a Muscovite, you probably associate yourself with the buildings around you. It's okay. If you come from Siberia, you associate yourself with cold, with winter. It's natural. But why the fuck is it on the top 10 that we are rich people living off oil? I think that's fucked up, and it just proves that we're a country which is about to lose its own ability to decide our own future. I used to be an environmentalist, working in nature and youth. It's a sort of Greenpeace for kids in Norway, and it was really difficult because whenever I tried convincing people that we should start building windmills or start using solar power or to a bigger degree trying to use biodegradable material, blah blah, they just looked at me and said, "Are you kidding me? We're not going to survive without the oil." And especially one man, which I met, he's like the personification of this belief that Norwegians can't live without oil. I was giving him this pamphlet, this little paper with information about climate changes. I was standing out in the streets and just handing out these small papers to people. And he got one, and he looked down at me. This was a 2-meter tall guy with a leather jacket and a moustache. And he looked really angrily at me. And then he read the note, and he said, "So you guys don't want to drill for oil?" And I was like, yes, isn't that a good idea? Yeah, renewable windmills, blah blah. What do you think?
Please don't be anxious. Russia can do without oil as well.
Well, do you know what he answered? He answered, "If we're not going to drill for oil, what are we going to eat then?" Isn't that hilarious? And obviously in Russia you've already found out it's uklop. But guys, I really want you to spend a couple of minutes now, 4 or 5 minutes, thinking. So I think it's the same in Russia. If you're not going to live off oil, if you're not going to be drilling for oil, what are you going to eat? These rivers are rain from a summer gone by, dragging the rubbles to sea. They're pointing their guns towards a northern sky. Still none of them call themselves free. Afraid to collide, you fall out of your mind to kiss concrete ground with your teeth. But with two cigarettes and your letter combined, this air is too heavy to breathe. This air is too heavy to give